Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Morning Toke. My name is Eddie Law. Man, what a weekend. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Today is September 10th, 2018. Man, this year flew by. Here's the shit part about this year, though, for at least for people in Arizona. It's been hot. It hasn't been the hottest year we've dealt with. I think last year was worse. But this has been the most consistently shitty, heat-wise, the most consistently shitty. What the fuck, dude? Sorry, this dude's driving while looking back, and he just literally drove at least I don't know, a few hundred feet like that. Anyway, it's been consistently hot, shitty hot, 108s and 106s and 110s. 110 we hit a couple of times was pretty shitty, but he's gonna hit 120 like we did last year. Last year was pretty shit with that. Anyway, again, the Morning Toke is literally what's on my brain, on my mind, to kick off the day on this beautiful Monday morning. What to do this weekend? Obviously, I'll talk about UFC in a minute. Yesterday, I went to the Cardinals-Redskins game. I didn't expect to have a great polished team. I didn't expect to have an elite offense or even an elite defense. I expected to be competitive. We weren't. The Redskins legitimately kicked the living shit out of us. Starting with Adrian Peterson, who was on our squad last year. We let him go in the offseason. Came in and ran angry. I mean, he ran some angry ass runs. He started, right away off the bat running out 10 yards, 11 yard runs and shit. He ended up with 96 yards and a touchdown, which if you have him in fantasy, it's a solid day. But I remember Steve Wilkes, who's the head coach of the Cardinals, was one of the guys that was saying, he was the one saying that we're gonna stop the run, we're gonna run on people, and we're gonna win. And we got picked apart by Alex Smith because the run worked so well for them. So that was really shitty. People were chanting, "We want Rosen," because Sam Bradford legitimately stunk it up, and I think he's gonna stink a couple more games, and then I think he'll get his head out of his ass. I'm just hoping it's not too late, as in he hasn't injured the shit out of himself, and we need to pull up a couple wins here in order to be at least competitive this year. A couple wins soon. Can't be waiting until halfway through the season to try and pick up a couple wins in a row and get some momentum. We're not going to make the playoffs that way. So, anyway, other than that, Aaron Rodgers is not human. If you guys watched yesterday, Aaron Rodgers against the Chicago Bears, Khalil Mack whipped the shit out of the Packers offense for the offensive line for most of the game. And then they got in a big hole, and Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and then he came back in the second half and brought him back and won like a boss. Jesus, that dude's fucking insane. So that was most of football. A lot of good games, but just too much to talk about, and I don't want to totally flood this episode with football. But let's, of course, I'll talk about some UFC 228. First of all, and I kept tweeting it, and I was all these experts. So first of all, and people, someone tried to call me out on this shit. I never said the UFC 228 was going to suck. I said I expected more from the card on paper. And I probably should have said the on paper part, but I said I expected more. I wasn't disappointed, but I expected more. And then once Montano fell out, that kind of sucks. So if you guys didn't if you guys didn't pay attention, I guess Montano didn't make weight. She didn't even weigh in. Here's the problem: she was cutting weight and apparently started having some issues. So the UFC doctors suggested she go to the hospital. She did, and they checked her. Her sodium levels were super high. Her kidneys were having issues, and according to Montano, her doctor said that had she continued cutting 30 more minutes, she could have had cardiac issues, which could be really, really, really bad. So they decided to stop her from cutting. Apparently, the UFC stopped her from cutting. According to her, the UFC stopped her cut. So here's the shit part: she got stripped of her title, right? The shit part is we didn't get the fight, but she got stripped of her title, and people were just shitting on her. About it, right? And I get it. A lot of people were saying because a lot of people want to see Valentina Shevchenko fight. I did too. Please believe I was super disappointed the fight fell out. I really wanted the fight to go down. I was kind of hoping that she was just having trouble cutting weight. She'd say, fuck it, I'm not cutting no more weight, but let's fight anyway. And then Shevchenko's the only one that can win the title, right? Just vacate it right then and there, and then fight for the title again. or something like that, right? I just want to see the fight, but obviously, you know, physically she couldn't do it. They stopped her cut, and basically she couldn't fight no more. So that kind of sucked. But the UFC stripping her, I'm not super against it, but I'm not for it either, right? Dana White makes it pretty obvious who he's, what fighters he doesn't like. Like, he didn't like Tyron Woodley. I'm sure he was kind of, a little upset. Kind of upset that Tyron Woodley, finished his new boy wonder, right? And Darren Till. He's probably upset about that and shit, but he doesn't make it. It's not a mystery of who he doesn't like in his own roster, which is fucking ridiculous. But what are you gonna do? But as far as Montaño goes, I don't disagree, but I don't agree with her getting stripped either. It's a touchy subject, right? It's a touchy one, but because you've had plenty of fighters that never defended their belt, and the first one that people say Conor McGregor, and of course the McGregor fans immediately come to the quote unquote rescue. That dude don't need rescuing, motherfuckers. Like the fact is that he never defended his belt. That's okay. I mean, it's whatever. He got stripped too, but it took a long fucking time for him to get stripped, right? And the difference between him and her obviously is that he just didn't fucking defend the belts. He kept moving around, moving out, went on boxing, whatever. Montaño missed, just couldn't make the weight. Apparently beforehand she wouldn't take the fight earlier or whatever because of her surgery that she had and shit. And so I'm sure that Dana White's kind of pissy about that, but I'm sure, look, you could tell he really wanted Valentina Shevchenko to be champion, and then pull off the Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight, which would be huge as far as like promo goes, right? Like Valentina fucked her up in kickboxing or Muay Thai, and now Joanna gets a chance for revenge. That'd be a huge promo. That'd be a pretty big card. And all Dana White really cares about all Dana White really cares about is pretty obvious, is paydays. So it's when your motivations is that, you're not really gonna get the best cards. I don't think. You'll just get the most hyped up ones. So this one didn't have a lot of hype, especially once the Montaño fight fell off. But god damn, did it deliver! It was like what, a couple decisions, not too many. Mostly finishes in this one, and obviously there's a lot of them. The earlier fight, what was it called? Oh fuck, I can't remember these girls' names. It was like the first female fight of the fight that went down. Could have been fight of the night, but I don't even know what the bonuses were. Honestly, I haven't checked yet. But the first female fight, fuck, I'm trying to remember their names. Shit, I can't. They went to war with it though. Or whatever. Like, that was like a fight of the night early, and then the Aljamain Sterling submission. Goddamn, getting the knee bar. It was like a weird, like, twisted knee bar. Like, he was on his back, and had drug him down, reached over, grabbed the leg, and then didn't really. So normally that submission is a hamstring stretch, like a really nasty one, like an overly crazy one. I mean, imagine stretching your hamstring like you normally do. You sit on your butt, you reach for one, your tiptoes on one leg, and you bend forward until you feel the stretch. Now imagine a 155-pound man on your back pushing down on your back as you're stretching. That is some painful shit. So what Aljo did is he kind of turned it to where he's basically torquing the knee, and I'm assuming if something popped, because it looked really bad. I mean, as soon as I saw him reach for it and Stamen landed, like, you could almost like fucking hear, like, see the pop, and I'm like, god damn, like anyone else jiu-jitsu was just like, oh shit, that's fucking gross, like, fuck. Ugh. I'm like, I remember it fucking frame by frame. I'm shuddering as I'm imagining it. And anyway, so that was a fucking sick ass fight. Okay. And then and there's a lot of fights, and we'll break this down on Wednesday on Keyboard Warriors. But also the other one that I really enjoyed was Suarez's performance against Carla Esparza. Just beat her up. I mean, just beat her up. It was so crazy. Whooped her ass. It was pretty bad. And Esparza's only 30 years old. I'm not gonna be the one that says she should retire, but she's definitely outclassed. I think at this point she's very one-dimensional, and all these new girls have like so much skill because they've been training everything for a while, and she's just kind of like stuck to her wrestling. You know what I mean? So you're not evolving, you're not gonna get better. And these new girls are crazy. And Suarez is definitely a fight away, like a win away from, or an injury away from like somebody else's injury, obviously. like a win away from a title shot, I think. But let's talk about the main and Zabit pulled out the actual submission that Aljo was going for, the hamstring stretch, and Brandon Davis had nothing on it. But I think it was one of those like anything you could do, I could do better. But I still take Aljo's over Zabit's submission. I think that was legit. But Jessica Andrade knocking out Karolina Kovacevic. First of all, did anybody not shed a tear for Karolina? Like the sweetest looking girl on the entire roster, right? Still, she's a fucking beast, but like the sweetest looking chick in the entire roster, and she gets knocked out like one hitter quitter. That was some sad shit. Al Hassan's knockout was holy shit, dead body. But Camacho was a shit because Camacho going like he did that warrior scream and then ate the head kick and got knocked out like a minute later. That was some shit. What else do we have on that card? All right, the Andrade knockout was legit, and then the main event, Darren Till against Tyron Woodley. I picked Tyron Woodley when the fight got announced. I legit thought it was gonna be like a wrestling clinic, and it wasn't a clinic. It was kind of like I took you down, I'm on top of you, and I'm just gonna beat you up, and that's what he did. But it didn't come by way of takedown, really. It was a knockdown, right? Like Tyron shot on him, and Darren Till did a decent job of stopping him. But I think Tyron was okay with being patient and, trying again and putting his weight on him on the cage, trying to tire him out. And then Darren Till did that, like, it was like he was moving backwards and then throwing the left. And Woodley did that like pull back right hand and landed it right on the chin, knocked him down. He's got on top of him, beat him up for a while. And then just very easily slipped in the Darce choke. And, I don't want to shit on Darren Till at all because I think he's a fucking warrior, but dude, I don't know if he was like so tired he was still rocked from the punch, or maybe he didn't even know what the hell was going on, or he doesn't know how to tell when a Darce choke's coming in, but he didn't defend it whatsoever. He got tapped out real quick, and Darren Till will be back. Darren Till is a bad dude, but he's also a young guy. And he'll go back. I guarantee he's going to work his ground game like nobody else. And he'll be back. I think give him like 2-3 wins, and he'll be back on the title shot, or on the list of contenders. As far as Tyron Woodley goes, I think I was more pumped that he got his black belt because, the win's done. His corner comes in, and Dean Thomas puts a black belt on his neck, and you see Tyron Woodley's like face, like genuine face of surprise, and then the tears. Like he was crying hard, that when men cry and their shoulders are, like going up and down, that one like heart heavy cry thing, like that was, and he kept saying he's been training since 2005, right? So what's that, 13 years of jiu-jitsu? And so 13 years, man, that is the end of a 13-year journey for the black belt and the beginning of the basically the rest of his jiu-jitsu life as far as that's concerned, as far as jiu-jitsu is concerned. But it was to me it was awesome to see, because I just, like I said, I think I did talk about in the last episode, the one before, I received my blue belt last weekend, and it was like probably like one of the most accomplished thing, like one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. And I have my bachelor's degree from college, and I've had a lot of accolades throughout my life, and this is the one that got me emotional. Luckily, I didn't cry when I got it, but I definitely got emotional when I was like driving home, just remembering the entire journey, just the blue belt, and I'm excited for the rest of it. But imagine getting your black belt, like blood, sweat, and tears, man. That is some crazy shit. So to see his face, like he seemed a lot more pumped about having the black belt than having the title. I mean, even in all the interviews he did, he had the black belt around his neck. He didn't have the title over on his shoulder or anything. He had the black belt around his neck. It's like, it definitely, I think to me it definitely means more to him than the title, and I'm with him on that. So congratulations, Tyron Woodley, black belt, still champion, doing your thing, bruh. That's awesome. So now I look forward to a couple more. I think there's a couple more fight nights, then it's a week off, and then we get UFC 229, Khabib versus McGregor for the title. That's gonna be a heavy duty card. I hope it like half delivered. UFC 228 delivered better than anybody could have fucking hoped for, honestly. But those are the cards that I usually do the best, and ones that everyone's shitting on. So good on people that tune in. Good on people that I ended up live tweeting it for Cage Side Press, and then Cage Side Press got put in Twitter jail, which is bullshit. But I'm gonna look into into a couple different things. Actually, here's a question. If you guys get this far in the podcast, okay, if I did like a live companion, I know a couple people do this already, those live reactions or live companions, fight companions or whatever. If I did a fight companion, like a one-man fight companion, where all I did was like call the action, right? It was just me. Just call the action. Like, would you listen to it, right? Would you like listen to it? Like, I might try it out for one of these like next 2 fight night cards and see how it works. Maybe do it on like Spreaker or on something that's like a little more, maybe there's like audio only, like if you can't tune into the fights, just have the audio, have to give your like driving around or whatever. Maybe I'll do that, we'll see. But that'd be legit. But I might try that instead of the live tweeting, because Twitter keeps putting us in jail, and I'm wondering how many people actually like follow along on Twitter. So I actually get a lot of response on Twitter for the live tweets. I really do. So it's a lot of fun for me, because I type really fast, so it's easy. But I wonder if there's, I mean, sure there's better ways. I wonder if I should try it. So would you guys listen? Let me know in the comment section below, or on Twitter at Elaw31. That'd be the shit. All right. What else we got? I put on Twitter today. I put my weight. So I weighed in this morning at 215 pounds. I was 208, I want to say 2 weeks ago. And then I earned my blue belt, and I kind of celebrated a little too much for like an entire week. Like it was like the perfect storm. I got my blue belt on last Saturday, and then Monday was Labor Day, and it was my first Labor Day off in forever. And I took my girl out for the weekend. I took her out of town for just like a little getaway. And then, you know, we ate like shit, we drank, we fucking had a lot of fun. And then we got back, like we went on Sunday and we got back on Monday, you know, afternoon, because we didn't want to leave the dog by herself too long. And we kind of just ate. I just kind of like ate like shit the rest of the week. And then yesterday went to the Cards game. I had like a burger. I had like I got burger a fucking Friday night and a burger Saturday. Sorry, a burger like Saturday night and a burger like freaking Sunday at the game, and a couple drinks. And then I went to Sweet Tomatoes. I don't know if you guys could tweet Sweet Tomatoes where you guys were at, but Sweet Tomatoes is dog shit food, but they have like decent salad, so we went there. And then I still ate like shit because we went home and got like dessert. So I kind of got mad at myself, and then I weighed in this morning 215. I'm like, motherfucker, I gained a bunch of weight. So I want to be 200 pounds by December, and not just like cut weight, weigh in, and go, balloon back up. No, I want to walk around at 200 pounds, so I don't have to worry about any of the other shit. Like at 215, like immediately, it's always like it's always obvious. I get like freaking acid reflux, like really bad, to the point where I'm like nauseous. Like I'm nauseous right now. Right, so I weighed in at 215 this morning around 4 a.m. And I put the picture up on Twitter saying, I gotta make it 200. I'm 215. I want to be 200 by December. And I got a lot of people joking around, which is cool. Whatever, I don't mind jokes. I got a little bit of encouragement, it was awesome. And I went to a workout this morning at my CrossFit spot. It was 5:30 workouts, and then I weighed in when I got home just to fuck around. I was like 213. So a lot of it's gonna be inflammation. So I should be able to get down to 210 fairly quick. Maybe even 209. It's going to be the last, 9, 10, 11 pounds. It's going to be a bitch. Because I want to walk around 200. I don't want to just weigh 200 pounds and then, again, the next day weigh, 210 again, or 215. So that's the goal. Hopefully by December, like the start of December, because I know there's like a couple tournaments around there that I kind of want to hit. That's my first blue belt tournament, so that'd be legit. But we shall see. I don't mind putting in the work. I'm just undisciplined as shit when it comes to food. Like I'll eat good during the week. It's the weekends that fuck me up, because there's like nothing to do. Like I still train on the weekends, but not, it's not like I have to go to work and I'm like focused on work all day. And I have my lunches already set up. We do this meal prep service. We used to do our own, but now we do this meal prep service, and it's actually about as much. It costs about as much as we do on groceries. So it actually works a lot better, and it's like very balanced. Macros are measured out and calories are measured out. It's actually pretty cool, but we'll see. We're really gonna put it to the test this time. Or I'm gonna put it to the test this time, so we'll see. Hopefully 200 pounds by December, that'd be legit. All right, I think that's gonna do it for me. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday for Keyboard Warriors, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll talk UFC 228 and whatever other craziness goes down between today and Wednesday. I'm gonna try. I'm again, like usually these morning tokes are easy to do Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, but I work Wednesday nights, and so Thursday morning is nearly impossible. And like Friday, I need to I have to have something to talk about, otherwise I don't even do one. So usually I'll average about 3 episodes a week. So we'll see. I want to get back to doing it every single morning, but it's very difficult on Thursday. On Thursday morning. So we'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to RepTheWarriors.com. Got a lot of new shit. I actually just ordered another shirt that I saw in there that I hadn't seen last time, and I ordered it again. I have a problem. I buy too much. But anyway, which is whatever. But make sure you get yourself some of that new stuff, man. They get that medieval t-shirt. It's legit. RepTheWarriors.com. It helps us out. Get yourself some gear. And then SpicesPros.com. Spices Pros has all your seasonings for grilling, has Mexican candies, marinades, all this. It's all kind of different shit. Just go and check it out, see if you find something you like. Cause, I use a few things that they sell, so I'm actually constantly ordering from them too, because I actually like the grill. So yeah, it's gonna do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com for all our content. Keyboard Warriors MMA on iTunes, Stitcher, and what was the other one again? SoundCloud. Yeah, all right. Shout out to everybody. You guys are the shit. Love you guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. See you later.